Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David and Devin, and we are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, I'm going to be giving you my reaction / review to the Formula 1 1000th race at the Chinese Grand Prix. So, here, I have a list of the finishers, and I have a list of the retirements. So, the three retirements that happened in this race today were Nico Hülkenberg on lap 17, Daniel Kvyat on lap 43, and Lando Norris on lap 53, 3 laps away from the finish of the race, or would I say 4 laps away from the finish of the race. So, the finishing results. Hamilton won, just to get that out of the way. Bottas finished second, Vettel finished third, Verstappen finished fourth, Leclerc finished fifth, Gasly finished sixth, Ricciardo finished seventh, Perez finished eighth, Raikkonen finished ninth, and Alexander Albon finished 10th. Now, I just want to say, straight off the bat, with Ferrari, come on. Using team orders to let Vettel get past Leclerc, and then on the last pit stop, having Leclerc, just stay out and stay out and let Verstappen get past him. Verstappen did get fourth, but if Ferrari had not been stupid, they would have known. They would have been able to get Leclerc past Verstappen when the coming laps. Yes, Leclerc did have a gearbox problem for a few laps, but that really defeats the point. Leclerc could have finished fourth, but it was Ferrari's fault they finished fifth. One surprising thing, Alexander Albon. This guy was brought into the Toro Rosso team with absolutely no experience in the top tier in Formula 1. Daniel Kvyat, his teammate, has experience. He's been in Formula 1 for 4 years. He did not drive last year, but before that he was in Formula 1 for 4 years. Alexander Albon, no experience, finishes 10th and beats Roman Grosjean in this race. That is absolutely amazing for this young guy, and the future looks bright for him in Toro Rosso, and I hope he does very, very good in Toro Rosso. But who are the other guys? Oh yeah, Ricciardo finishing 7th after last race. He did not actually finish. So it looks like Ricciardo's luck with Renault has finally changed. Sergio Perez finishing 8th. Sergio Perez finally beating his teammate Lance Stroll, is it? Yeah, Lance Stroll. After Lance Stroll, I think, beat him in the last race in Bahrain. Raikkonen finishing 9th. Raikkonen still picking up the points for Alfa Romeo with his teammate Antonio Giovinazzi not really doing good ever since the first race happened in Australia. But I have the teams. Hold on. Alright, so we're going to go team by team and go over the team performances and how they did. So Mercedes 1-2. Mercedes got out to a very good start. I mean, it was a 1-2 in qualifying, so Lewis Hamilton started second, actually got a better start than Valtteri Bottas, which is actually rare because sometimes Lewis Hamilton doesn't have a good start. Then we have the Ferraris, 3rd and 5th. Yes, Vettel finished 3rd, but should Vettel have really gotten past Leclerc with team orders? Yes, he was faster than Leclerc, so yes, he should have been past Leclerc. But the way they did it, they should have just let the team race, but Ferrari doesn't let their drivers race. Most of the times they use some team orders, which is absolutely disappointing, but it does happen in Formula 1. Then we have the Red Bulls, Max Verstappen finishing 4th, and speaking of Max Verstappen, if I have it right here, Max Verstappen is actually 3rd in the points, ahead of one of the Ferrari, actually ahead of both Ferraris, so that's pretty impressive. These 3 races at Red Bull is ahead of a Ferrari, and Ferrari had looked like they had the most place in preseason testing. Gasly finishing 6th. Gasly finally getting a good day. After the past 2 races, his performances have been low. A lot of people have said, he may be out of Red Bull. I don't think it will be out of Red Bull. I think he's going to be still with Red Bull, in the coming years. He just needs to pick up the results, and he'll stay with Red Bull. So the McLarens, we have 14th and 18th. On the first lap, Daniel Kvyat, the Torpedo, as he's known, torpedoed Lando Norris and got into a bit of Carlos Sainz. Both of them had to pit. Lando Norris eventually retired because of the damage he had. He made 4 pit stops, so he definitely did retire him. So it's basically like a test session. Carlos Sainz never got back to it. I mean, the McLarens were never going to be fast at China because China doesn't suit their car. So that's when it came to McLaren. They just didn't have the pace, and it turned out to be like that. So who do I have next? Racing Point Force India, 8th and 12th. Racing Point Force well, it's actually just called Racing Point. Is it called Racing Point or Racing Point Force India? Like I said, Sergio Perez getting 8th place, being the teammate, collecting the points for Racing Point after apparently, like each weekend they're gonna have an upgrade, so the car is just gonna keep going, getting faster and faster with the money backing that they have. So expect by the end of the year to be contending for top 5s and who knows, maybe even podiums. I'm not saying anything, but Racing Point, watch out for them at the end of the season. So after that, we have Alfa Romeo, who finished 9th and 15th, with Raikkonen finishing 9th, like I said before. Antonio Giovinazzi finishing 15th. This guy just had a regular day. Like he didn't have the pace to get past anyone. I mean, the Haas's were faster than him, and it was just a disappointing day for Antonio Giovinazzi. But it was an average race, so he has nothing really to be disappointed about. And even though Kimi Raikkonen is scoring points, he's a rookie, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that. So next we have Renault, who finished 7th and 20th. Nico Hülkenberg. This guy just cannot have good luck. Before the end of the race, he retired with an engine problem, and this time probably retired with another engine problem. But the saving grace of Renault is that the other Renault of Daniel Ricciardo did not actually retire from the race, which was very, very good for them, because in the last race they had a double DNF, and that actually is what caused the race to end under safety car with Daniel Ricciardo, not being able to go back to his car. So Toro Rosso finished 10th and 19th. 10th with Alban, 19th with Kvyat. Kvyat suffered damage when he torpedoed into Lando Norris, so that eventually caused him to have front wing damage, and that damage was not able to be fixed. And eventually he had to retire, so that's Toro Rosso done. Alban I already talked about. Shout out to Alban. He deserved the driver of the day for picking up 10 points in the Toro Rosso. So now we have the final 2 teams. Williams. It's a Williams day. They did pick up a few positions, but that was due to retirements. If not, they were just battling each other basically in last place. So that's straight up Williams. And then we have Haas finishing 11th and 13th. Romain Grosjean chasing down Alexander Albon. But Alexander Albon was able to keep him behind, and Magnussen just, he got passed by Lance Stroll on the final lap, which means he finished 13th. Both Haas didn't score points, but they'll be back in Baku next race and to probably score points, because I do think the Haas is better than the Toro Rosso. But otherwise, that's the whole review of the teams and how the race went. There were a couple of good battles. Vettel against Verstappen, Leclerc against Verstappen, what could have been Leclerc getting team orders against Vettel, or Vettel passing Leclerc because of team orders, and the pass on the first lap that made Hamilton just win this race. And they actually stopped the top 6, I believe. Actually, Gasly pitted the third time. Gasly did get the fastest lap indeed, which means Gasly pinned up 9 points instead of 8 points. And this fastest lap thing is actually looking like it's turning out to be a very good thing for Formula 1, and it's making it a lot more exciting, because the last 2 races have been very exciting, and I'm really excited for Baku, because Baku is going to be an interesting circuit, and we'll see what happens in Baku. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys all later. Peace.